Namaste viewers, welcome to Barker's Educare Academy. This is your online tutor Shashi Barker. Here I am presenting a video related to the 10th standard triangles chapter. In this video we are going to learn the proof of the first theorem of this chapter, that is Thales theorem, or it is also called as basic proportionality theorem. Before starting off with the Thales theorem, I would like to give some information regarding the previous knowledge which the student should have, because if the student has got the previous knowledge regarding some concepts, then he can able to very easily understand the theorem and he can very easily reproduce it. Here I am considering the first previous knowledge what the students should have. We know that the area of any triangle is given by a very simple formula, that is area of the triangle is equal to half of base into height. Okay, so here the student must know how to consider the base as well as the height. Of course he will not be having any problem related with considering the base, because any one side of the triangle can be considered as the base, isn't it? So here the problem arises while he consider height. Okay, so I want to make one thing very clear here. If the given triangle is an acute angle triangle, it means all the angles present in the triangle are less than 90 degree, then there is no problem at all, because we know that the perpendicular drawn to the base from the opposite vertex itself will be the height. Hence in the first figure CD is considered as the height, because CD is the perpendicular to the base AB. Hence for the first figure, area of the triangle ABC is simply half of base AB into height CD. But if there is any triangle with any one angle more than 90 degree, in that case some students they commit the mistake in considering the height, or they will be under the confusion. So therefore the students should have this knowledge, this basic knowledge. See, in this case whenever there is any obtuse angle triangle, then if you want to consider the height for the base, then first you extend the base, how the BD is taken here, and you draw the perpendicular from the opposite vertex to that extension. So CF is the perpendicular. Now CF becomes the height of that given triangle ABC. Okay, so this knowledge is very essential for the students to handle the Thales theorem without any confusion. Hence for the second figure, area of the triangle ABC will be equal to half of base is AB, whereas height is CF. Okay, CF is the height. So this is the first information what the student should have in his mind before going to the Thales theorem. Now I move to the second information. We know that if any two triangles which are having the same base and which are present between the same two parallel lines, then there is one relationship related to the area of those two triangles. So what it is? It is very simple. We know that the triangles with the same base and present between same parallels are equal in area. Okay, so this is the second information what the student should have. Hence as AB is parallel to CD here, AB is parallel to CD, as the triangles EFH and EFG are having the same base EF and present between the same parallels, the area of triangle EFG will be equal to area of the triangle EFH. Okay, so this is the second information which is necessary to consider. Based on these two informations, we can move to the proof of the Thales theorem. See, the statement of the Thales theorem can be given in this way. The line drawn parallel to any one side of the triangle cuts the other two sides proportionally. Okay, see, for this I have considered the triangle ABC. In that ABC triangle, if a line is drawn parallel to any one side, so I have considered the side AB, and to AB we have taken a parallel line DE. Okay, then this DE cuts the other two sides, AC as well as BC. How it cuts? So we need to prove that it cuts the other two sides proportionally. Okay, so this is the theorem to be proved. Here the very first step, as we know, is regarding the given data. Here let us consider the triangle ABC. Let DE be parallel to the side AB. Okay, we need to prove that DE cuts the other two sides proportionally. If it cuts the other two sides proportionally, the meaning of that is whatever the parts are obtained, so ratio of those parts will be equal. Okay, proportionally means equality of ratios. Hence CD and AD, the ratio of CD and AD will be equal to the ratio of CE and BE. Okay, so the same thing can be written as CD to AD is equal to CE to BE. Okay, so this thing has to be proved. So how to give the proof? So before going to the proof, we need to consider the construction part. We need to do some small changes which are helpful to prove the theorem, right? So here the first change what I am making is joining the points BD and AE. First point is join BD and AE. Okay, now second one is let us draw the perpendicular EP to the line CD or CA. Okay, so EP is the perpendicular, EP is the perpendicular to the line CD or CA. Similarly, DF is the perpendicular to the line CE or CB. That is the second construction what we have to make. So here CP perpendicular to CD and DF perpendicular to CE are drawn. That has to be written under the construction. Okay. Then after this we move to the proof of the Thales theorem. Okay. Now let us move to the proof of this theorem, the fourth and last part of proving the theorem. To prove this theorem, what I am doing, I am considering the two triangles which are present in the figure. So first triangle is DEC triangle, and another triangle is ADE triangle. So let us consider the triangle CDE. And in that triangle, I need to consider the base. CD be the base of the triangle. If CD is the base of the triangle, then the area of the triangle can be given by is equal to half of, see, according to our previous knowledge, base into height. So base is CD. Then what will be the height of this triangle? Height to the base. So it is nothing but PE. Right? Call this as the equation 1. Now similarly consider the triangle ADE with base as AD. Let AD be the base of the triangle. Okay, so now I am considering AD as the base of the triangle. Then what will be the height of this triangle? Just recall the previous knowledge, as it is one obtuse angle triangle, right? So we need to consider the height of the triangle by extending the base. Hence height of this triangle will be again PE. Therefore area of triangle ADE is equal to half of base is AD and height is PE, and you call it as 2. Okay, now divide equation 1 step 1 by step 2. See what we get. We get area of triangle CDE, LHS is divided by LHS. Area of triangle ADE is equal to half of CD into PE whole divided by half of AD into PE. That is taken from 2. Now here half is cancelled and PE is cancelled. Hence we get one information, that is AD CD. Hence we get CD divided by AD. So this is equation 3. Okay. Now let us move to the consideration of other two triangles present in the given triangle. Again let us consider the two triangles. The first triangle is the same, that is CDE, but along with that we have to consider the triangle BDE. Okay, so two triangles CDE and BDE. Consider the triangle CDE and let the base of that triangle now is CE. Okay, now if CE is the base, then what will be the height of that triangle? Height is definitely DF. So DF is the height. Therefore, area of the triangle CDE is given by half of base CE and height is DF. Call it as equation number 4. Similarly, consider the triangle BDE with base BE. Now we consider BE as the base of this triangle. Again, this is obtuse angle triangle. Therefore its height will be DF. Correct? Its height will be DF. Hence, we write the area of the triangle BDE, that is equal to half of base is BE and the height is DF. Just you consider it as 5. Now divide 4 by 5. So let us consider the LHS, that is area of triangle CDE to area of triangle BDE, that is equal to, now consider the RHS, that is half of CE into DF and half of BE into DF in the denominator. Now half is cancelled and DF is cancelled, so we get CE divided by BE. You can call it as equation number 6. Okay, now the very important part is comparison of equation 3 and equation 6. See, in equation 3 we got one result related to area of the triangles, and in equation 6 again we got one result related to the triangles. Now from equation 3 we came to know that area of triangle CDE to area of triangle ADE is equal to CD divided by AD. Okay, and from equation 6 we came to know that area of triangle CDE to area of triangle BDE is equal to CE divided by BE. But when we see the following figure, we find that triangle ADE and triangle BDE both are having the same base DE and they are present between the same parallel lines DE and AB. Okay, hence these two triangles will be equal in areas according to the previous knowledge what we have gathered regarding the triangles. Therefore, we can say that area of triangle ADE will be equal to area of triangle BDE. Hence, see, this is equation number 3 and this is equation number 6 what we have taken from the previous discussion. Hence, equation 6 becomes area of triangle CDE divided by area of triangle ADE, because in the place of BDE we have substituted ADE, but RHS remains the same, CE divided by BE. Now you compare equation 7 and equation 3. We find that both LHS are same. So therefore RHS also must be same. Therefore equating 3 and 7 we get CD divided by AD is equal to CE divided by B. Hence the Thales theorem is proved. Hope the proof of Thales theorem or the basic proportionality theorem is clear to you. If this video is useful for you, then give your comments, give your suggestions related to making of the educational videos from Barker's Educare Academy. If you are not yet subscribed, then subscribe the channel and press the bell icon so that you get the informations regarding the new videos. Thanks for watching this.